Yo, what is up, guys? I'm back with another reaction video. I'm making these back to back. I'm trying to stay on top of my grind. By the way, if y'all have not already seen that shit, but my last video, I got some copyright claim. I'm trying to fix that shit, try to cut some out. So if you guys go back and see it, some stuff cut out, it's because copyright and all that. And my other one, I try to the recent video I just put out. What I do is I kind of silence the music a little bit, but you kind of hear it a little bit, but it's because you silence it, but you kind of have that little range of it. You still hear the background, you still hear the guy talking and all that, but you just kind of silence the music a little bit. But hopefully in this video we have no copyright claim, and just let's keep this shit going and let's get into the video.
Have you ever wondered what makes a leader truly impactful? Do you believe in the power of grassroots movements to shape the course of a nation? Today, in this compelling video, we delve into the question, why America needs RFK Jr. Leaders of change support his candidacy. Get ready to discover the driving forces behind this movement and the potential impact it could have on the future of America. Let's dive in. The legacy of the Kennedy family. The Kennedy family's legacy in American politics and public service is unparalleled, with a rich history of leadership, activism.
Yeah, I want to know where y'all stand on the Kennedy thing. Y'all think it was an inside job? Y'all think it was just a random act or what? And let me know if y'all see the original video, and then you actually know the truth. If you see the original video, let me know. Cause I'm pretty sure I seen the original video last year. I think it came out maybe 2 years ago. And let me know if you've seen the original video.
And commitment to social justice. Dating back to the early 20th century, the Kennedys have been influential figures in shaping American history. Robert F. Kennedy Jr., as a member of this renowned family, carries forward the tradition of leadership and advocacy that has defined the Kennedy legacy. Research conducted by historians and political scientists has extensively documented the impact of the Kennedy family on American politics, with particular emphasis on the contributions of Robert F. Kennedy Sr., John F. Kennedy, and other prominent family members. RFK Jr.'s candidacy reflects his personal commitment to public service and the enduring influence of the Kennedy family's values and principles in shaping American democracy and social progress. Moreover, Robert F. Kennedy Jr.'s candidacy draws upon the legacy of his father, Robert F. Kennedy, who was a pivotal figure in the civil rights movement and a staunch advocate for social justice and equality. RFK Sr.'s powerful speeches, such as his address on the assassination of Martin Luther King Jr. and his advocacy for racial justice, left an indelible mark on the American conscience. Researchers have highlighted the profound impact of Robert F. Kennedy Sr.'s leadership on civil rights and his unwavering commitment to addressing poverty and inequality in America. RFK Jr.'s candidacy thus represents a continuation of this legacy, focusing on advancing the causes of justice, equality, and progress that have long been associated with the Kennedy family name. RFK Jr.'s advocacy for environmental protection. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. has been a vocal and influential advocate for environmental protection, dedicating much of his career to combating climate change and safeguarding natural resources. As an environmental lawyer and founder of the Waterkeeper Alliance, RFK Jr. has been at the forefront of numerous environmental battles, championing causes such as clean water, air quality, and biodiversity conservation. His advocacy work has been rooted in scientific research and a deep commitment to preserving the planet for future generations. Research published in the Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences underscores the urgent need for environmental action, highlighting the significant threats of climate change, pollution, and habitat destruction. RFK Jr.'s leadership in environmental activism has resonated with leaders of change who recognize the critical importance of addressing these pressing environmental challenges. Public health and vaccine safety. Advocacy. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. has emerged as a prominent advocate for vaccine safety and transparency in public health policies, drawing attention to potential risks associated with certain vaccination practices. His advocacy has been shaped by research studies and concerns raised by various medical professionals and scientists regarding the safety of vaccines. RFK Jr. has highlighted the importance of ensuring that vaccines are thoroughly tested for safety and efficacy, and has called for greater transparency in the
Yeah, you don't know about the vaccines and all that. I know, like, he knows, like, they've been put, like, mercury and all that. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, in the vaccines, or been found in the vaccines. I'm not pretty sure, like, for what kind of vaccines, but definitely, like, they need to double check these vaccines and all that. If they don't know what they putting in it, they just, like, overlooking it, or just, like, adding one and two together, but, like, they don't know if it might come out to 3 or some shit. Like, you gotta double check these vaccines. That's why I never get the vaccines. When all the COVID stuff happened, I never got it. I knew there was maybe tampering with it or doing something to the vaccines. I know that's why they was pushing it out a lot. I'm like, why are they pushing this out a lot? So they are doing something to that. Never got it. My brother and my mom both had COVID while I was in the house. Well, I was living with them at the time. I got a small house, so I never got COVID, and I never got a vaccine shot. I never none of that. What I did? I just kept working out and kept eating healthy. Around that time, I didn't really eat that much junk food, like no like fast food at that time. I kind of kept my system like as you're supposed to keep your system. But I'm kind of slacking right now, and I'm trying to get back on that grind. So everybody get back on that grind, because you never know where America can go. But I tell you what, if we stick together though, we going up for sure. For sure.
The vaccine approval process. His efforts have sparked debates about vaccine safety, informed consent, and the role of pharmaceutical companies in shaping public health policies. Social justice and civil
Defeating a criminal who tries to attack you is surprisingly simple. You just need to follow the Romanian Rambo's
rights initiatives. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. has long been a vocal advocate for social justice and civil rights, echoing the values of his father, Robert F. Kennedy, a prominent figure in the civil rights movement. RFK Jr. has consistently championed causes to address systemic inequalities and advance marginalized communities' rights. His commitment to social justice is evidenced by his involvement in campaigns to end racial discrimination, promote voting rights, and combat poverty. Research in political science underscores the importance of leaders who advocate for social justice and civil rights, as they play a crucial role in shaping public policies and fostering a more equitable society. Campaign finance reform and government accountability. RFK Jr. has been a vocal advocate for campaign finance reform and greater transparency in government, aiming to reduce the influence of special interests in politics.
He's one of the people who would stop the war too. So him and Trump would stop the war, but Biden just gonna keep digging us in. Sorry for the people who's on Biden's team, but no, drop him, put somebody else in for sure, man. He's driving us into hell, man. I've been knew it soon. When Donald Trump said it, he made all these predictions like what he was gonna do, and he did it. Like, come on now. Just he's not fit to be president, man. Like, there's so many people in his ear right now, and he's like a whole puppet right now. He's not making decisions, so it's not even him. But at the same time, it's him.
Politics. Research from organizations like the Center for Responsive Politics and the Brennan Center for Justice highlights the significant role of money in politics, with large campaign contributions often shaping policy decisions and undermining the democratic process. RFK Jr.'s commitment to campaign finance reform aligns with the concerns of many leaders of change who believe that reducing money's influence in politics is essential for ensuring a more equitable and representative democracy. RFK Jr. seeks to create a political system that prioritizes the people's interests over powerful corporate and special interests by championing measures such as limits on campaign contributions, increased disclosure requirements, and public financing of elections. Support from grassroots movements and activist groups. RFK Jr.'s candidacy has garnered significant support from various grassroots movements and activist groups across the United States. This groundswell of enthusiasm reflects a growing demand for political change and a desire for leadership that prioritizes the concerns of ordinary citizens. Organizations such as environmental advocacy groups, civil rights organizations, and healthcare reform movements have rallied behind RFK Jr., citing his long activism history and commitment to addressing pressing social and environmental issues. For instance, the Sunrise Movement, a youth-led climate advocacy group, strongly supports RFK Jr.'s environmental platform, highlighting his dedication to combating climate change and promoting renewable energy solutions. Response to corporate influence and corporate accountability. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. has been an outspoken critic of corporate influence in government and has consistently advocated for greater corporate accountability and responsibility. His stance on this issue aligns with extensive research highlighting the significant impact of corporate power on political decision-making and policy outcomes. A study published in the Journal of Politics found that corporate lobbying and campaign contributions substantially influence legislative processes, shaping policies to favor corporate interests over those of the general public. RFK Jr.'s commitment to challenging corporate influence in politics resonates with leaders of change who seek to restore democratic principles and promote government accountability. Educational policy and advocacy. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. has long recognized education's transformative power and actively advocated for comprehensive educational reform to ensure equitable access to quality education for all Americans. His approach is deeply rooted in the belief that education is a fundamental right and a critical driver of social mobility. Research consistently underscores the impact of educational disparities on long-term socioeconomic outcomes. For instance, a study published in the American Educational Research Journal highlights that students from underfunded schools are less likely to graduate and pursue higher education, perpetuating cycles of poverty and inequality. RFK Jr.'s commitment to addressing these disparities involves advocating for increased funding for public schools, reducing class sizes, and ensuring that all children, regardless of their socioeconomic background, have access to high-quality educational resources and opportunities. Foreign policy and diplomacy. RFK Jr. has articulated a vision for foreign policy that emphasizes diplomacy, international cooperation, and conflict resolution, diverging from more traditional, militaristic approaches. His stance is influenced by the belief that America's global leadership should be characterized by moral authority and constructive engagement, rather than coercion. A study by the Carnegie Endowment for International Peace supports the effectiveness of diplomatic engagement over military intervention, highlighting how diplomacy can lead to more sustainable and peaceful resolutions of international conflicts. RFK Jr.'s emphasis on diplomacy aligns with this perspective, advocating for increased dialogue, negotiation, and collaboration with allies and adversaries. If you enjoyed this video, leave a thumbs up and let me know in the comments what you think about RFK Jr.'s candidacy.
Leave a thumbs up. First of all, leave a thumbs up. And comment what y'all think about this video. And what other videos y'all want me to react to more.